Hey guys, Curtis Alexander. I'm a pharmacist. Are you worried that you have symptoms of magnesium deficiency? You might. In this video, I'm going to go over the groups that are at the highest risk for experiencing magnesium deficiency. Then I'll give you 11 symptoms that you need to look out for. The last one is the most important, and it's a very common one. So let's hop right into it. First of all, we estimate, depending on where you look, 3 to 15% of the population has magnesium deficiency. However, I think it's actually much higher than that. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, our ability to actually measure magnesium isn't that great. I'll get into that in a second, as well as our RDA, I think is lower than it needs to be. I think people need to be getting more magnesium. But the groups that are going to be at high risk, so if you have any sort of GI, meaning like Crohn's disease, gastrointestinal disease, so that will put you at a higher risk. Any sort of kidney disease, anybody with diabetes will put you at higher risk. Stress is huge. Alcohol, heavy alcohol use, also your age. As we get older, we tend to eat less, tend to take in less magnesium. So the question is, maybe rather than symptoms, maybe you should be measuring your magnesium. Maybe that will tell you there's a few problems there. Number one, the most reliable way to get your magnesium levels is a 24-hour urine analysis. It's not the most convenient thing, obviously, to do. Next best option is to get a hair tissue mineral analysis. I'll put a link in the description to a company I use. Getting blood levels is my last recommendation because most of your magnesium is not stored in your blood, it's stored in your tissues, which blood test is not going to show. The best way is to just measure your food. And if you have a good app that does that, it will tell you your daily intake and that will give you a good ballpark, okay? Now, what about symptoms? I'm going to go through these fairly quick, explain why you might be experiencing these symptoms. And the last one is probably the most important. So first of all is osteoporosis. And that's because magnesium, vitamin D, and calcium all have this interplay together. You need all three of them for good bone health. And this is even if you're getting plenty of calcium, you're supplementing, you can still experience osteoporosis, even if you're supplementing with calcium, if you're not getting enough magnesium, okay? Any sort of acid reflux, GERD. The reason for that is as you need magnesium, number one, for stomach acid production. The other thing, as you have less stomach acid production from a lack of magnesium, that will actually relax that gate or sphincter in between your stomach and your esophagus. You can get more of that reflux, okay? So having magnesium is critical for heartburn. Fatigue is kind of, I don't want to say a no-brainer one, but magnesium is critical to hundreds of reactions in your body that produce energy. So when you're low, you are going to be fatigued. You're going to have muscle weakness for the same reason. Also twitching and cramping of the legs. And that's because we believe there's more calcium getting into the nerve cells. Again, you see this calcium magnesium interaction a lot. Chocolate cravings, this is an interesting one, and we do see this primarily, we believe, because you're producing less energy. Your body senses that and is increasing these cravings. You can experience, again, low vitamin D levels because you need magnesium for those good vitamin D levels. Kind of going back to this osteoporosis thing again, asthma. If you're low in magnesium, you are going to experience more of a muscle contracture, smooth muscle contraction. So not good for asthmatics. If you're low in magnesium, heart pounding feeling, again, we're having more of a contraction because of the lack of magnesium. So you can feel that. You will also experience more constricting of the blood vessels. Magnesium is there to help relax and vasodilate. We're not getting that, so we can see blood pressure, hypertension go up. And finally, a really important one to consider is your magnesium burn rate. If you're under high levels of stress, that could be a low calorie diet. That could be a low carb diet. That could be emotional. That could be physical stress. Whatever it might be, any stressful situation, lack of sleep. All these things will cause your body to burn through more magnesium. Your needs will go up. Okay, so let me know in the comments, guys, any other videos that you would like me to cover, any questions in this video, and I will get those out to you. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.